Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of MHT News UK. In today's episode I'm going to be telling you about a solar powered aircraft that is preparing for its flight around the world, obviously powered by solar. This was posted up by Jason Pure, if that's how you pronounce his name, sorry if it's wrong, on the 9th of November 2009, and the category of course is technology. There are 8 paragraphs. I'm just going to take notes out of them. To shorten it down. The Solar Impulse prototype aircraft being developed as part of a project to fly around the world on solar power. The aircraft has successfully undergone its first engine run-up in Switzerland. Just before noon local time, the test pilot Marcus boarded the aircraft, its call sign known as HBSIA, and powered up its 4 electric motors. That was powered up individually, and after that he was then given permission by the engineers to run all 4 engines at 400 RPM. That would have been the power needed to taxi around the runway for its first test. The pilot kept the brakes on, it did not go anywhere. So the sum up of them 2 notes taken out of them 2 paragraphs was they waited, obviously, waited for winds to calm down. They rolled the aircraft out onto the tarmac for its first time, powered all 4 engines up individually and then all together at 400 RPM, which would have been the taxi speed to taxi around the runway, and then given permission, as I said, to run all 4 at 400 RPM. This was a quote now from the Solar Impulse co-founder. This is only a short quote, but I'll continue to read. With its engines running at full power, it gave the impression of wanting to get off the ground straight away. But it won't be long now before we release the brake and let it roll its first few meters. The Solar Impulse team says, so this is a quote from the Solar Impulse team, says the test will continue over the next several days, including intel taxi tests around the airport. Friday's motor test was the first time the aircraft had actually been fully tested and assembled outside the hangar and actually put onto the tarmac. There's another quote here, it doesn't say who it's from. For the whole team, the impression of seeing it completely assembled, majestically rear-ended over the Deben Ford, I think that's how you pronounce the airport's name, tarmac, was very intense, said project founder Bernard Pickard. So that's who the quote's actually from, the project founder. This is another part from him, I think. We just can't wait to see it fly after undergoing 6 years of work. Next paragraph. Pickard is no stranger to the round-the-world flight. In 1999 he was part of the first team to fly non-stop around the world in a balloon. His plan is to begin the flight testing soon, complete a flight across Switzerland sometime next year in 2000 sometime in the next 2 years in 2011. Make some of the first long distance flights. So Bernard Pickard, the founder of the project, has said he's no stranger to around the world flights. Said he flew in 1999 a balloon non-stop around the world. His plan now is to begin first testing soon, complete across Switzerland in 2011 or 2010, one of them, to make the first long distance flight. Sometime in 2012, Pickard and another pilot plan to fly a larger version of the HBSIA, which is obviously the solar powered aircraft name, around the world, though the plane is capable of making the trip non-stop, according to the founder Pickard. Pilot limitations will break the trip up into the several 3 or 4 days round the clock stages. Batteries will power the solar powered aircraft at night. So a quick sum up of the whole story. I'll do it paragraph by paragraph. As I said before, the test pilot, it all went well, given permission and all that to run engines. It was the first time the co-founder was pleased with it. It sounds like he was in an excited mood. The team obviously said that they'd continue the testing over the next several days, and do taxis around the airfield with the solar powered aircraft. And then talking about Bernard Piccard, who is obviously no stranger to round the world flight, because in 1999 he flew around the world in a balloon, and they were hoping to do a long distance flight in sometime in 2010 or 11 across Switzerland with the solar powered aircraft HBSIA, and in sometime in 2012 he has another plan to make a larger version of the HBSIA, and is hoping to go around the world in the larger version. And then he also knows that it is capable of making the trip around the world according to himself. The limitations will break the trip up in several days. The batteries will power the aircraft during night flight around the world. So that is a quick summary of this story. I'm going to post up another one tomorrow morning, then another one tomorrow evening or afternoon. So thanks for watching today's episode, and I'll see you tomorrow.